Let me give you a little background about why I'm here and why I think I'm an expert in this arena. In New York City, the job that I fell into was in an organization called Professionals for Nonprofits. They were the first in the country to do a full-service staffing recruitment only for nonprofits. So they did entry-level to executive level, temporary, project-based, and executive placement only in nonprofits. And that's really where I cut my teeth, so to speak, in nonprofit recruitment. I've probably interviewed about 4,000 professionals at all levels, so that's why I think certainly I'm an expert in nonprofit recruitment, in interviewing, and resumes. So those will be kind of two big hinges that we're going to be talking about today. I think it's really important at this kind of day and age to really start to explore, what really is your dream job. I see a lot of people that come in my door and it's kind of, I don't want to say kind of a deer in headlights, but almost, because it's really, you're not supposed to really talk about your dream job, right? I mean, it's supposed to be, you get paid for it, so it can't be necessarily a dream job. And some people have had it. Has anyone had their dream job in here? Anyone? Yes, you mentioned that actually. Thank you for saying that. But yeah, maybe just tell us a little bit more. What has made it a dream job for you?
For me, it's been the people I've met. I know the word inspired is overused, but it's the true meaning of the word inspired when I see the individuals who are running these nonprofits and the commitment that they have to making a difference in society, to really helping the infrastructure and some of the things that are wrong with our social system, and trying to leverage their skills in order to make a difference in a community that is in great need of assistance. So it's been completely inspirational, and it was a shock to me, because when I took this job, I really took it because I needed to get out of my cubicle at JP Morgan Chase and do something different. So,
how might you think we get from dream job on paper to a real dream job in reality? And that's obviously why some of us are here, to kind of find some of those answers and ask some of those questions, get some of those answers. The massive action plan about how to get there. And so I'm talking at least 10 different things you could be doing to reach that goal. So what could that be? That could be find a mentor, in this particular area. That could be, obviously you guys are maybe doing even one of these steps, but that's, volunteer in the capacity. It could be setting up information interviews, right? And probably the more you set up, the better. So it's not, let me just set up one, but maybe I can set up at least 5 or 10 informational interviews. Let's talk about first impressions. And this, kind of rolls us into the interviewing side of things. Something real think about, before you go in an interview, take a few deep breaths, kind of feel good. What I would love to do, when I was interviewing, that is, I'd have my little Walkman and I'd have my favorite, song on there. I love rap music. So, but what was rap music? I get to kind of break dance a little bit, right? So it's using the body, I just got into it, and so it really made me happy. And so, as you're going into interviews, as you are maybe, even if you're setting yourself up for a phone interview, get up for that, get happy, look in the mirror, turn on your favorite music, put on your best suit, put on your best dress, whatever that is, that makes you feel really good. That's important, and this all comes back to that first impression. Let's move on to the infamous resume. As you and your particular skills, this is this summary where you want to put them up there. And then this is also where you're fine-tuning what those are to the position. Certainly, as said, as far as shotgunning your resume out there, that's definitely not recommended. Unless all these jobs are the exact same thing, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So this is where, you can move around some of your bullet points. And I also highly suggest, just for example, let's take that events position as someone that's applying to that. So on this summary, this first bullet point should be, how many years of event experience do you have, okay? And then when you come down to your experience, then at least, your first 2, 3, 4 bullet points should all be about event, event management or event experience. What I see a good amount of, and that's, folks that come in, they maybe have an objection up top, and then, the job that they're interviewing for, Maybe there's some relevance initially, but the first few bullet points are something that's really not too relevant to the job. It's, the bullet points that are down below, they're like, oh, look down at bullet point number 5. Yeah, that's, that's where I did it. No, that's the stuff you want to bring to the top. Kind of make it easy for the person that's reading this to kind of look at and say, okay, yep, the job description says they need 5 years, and this person has 6 years. Okay, yep. They need management experience. Oh, they have 3 years management experience. Yep. So you get them going. Yes, yes, yes. Up front, and then you fill in the other stuff that needs that you'd want to have there to kind of fill in the gaps of what you're doing. There's that kind of infamous. Okay, do I look at the type of nonprofit and just kind of get in there any way I can, or do I look at the position? So for example, if I want to be a director of development, then am I just looking at director of development jobs that can really help me build those skills, give me more of that generalist, so then I can take that as really a career, or again is it I don't mind getting into just the right nonprofit, and however I can get in there, I'll get in and just work my way up. So those are kind of two different strategies, and hey, when you can combine them both, I think that's where you get that kind of major synergy. What I really feel is that when you volunteer for the right organization, it can really get you to a very grateful place. And when you're extremely grateful, when you are really, really grateful, and I mean like you almost got a tear in your eye, you're so grateful, then you have no fear. And if you have no fear, people, then you have hope. When you have hope, you're free to innovate. And when you have freedom to innovate, you have passion, baby! Yeah, passion! Passion equals sustainable love. And love is where it's all at. Guys, give it up. Give it up. Because you know what? I mean, it's you guys. It's you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.